aforementioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the LSU Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will get first crack at it today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Snap it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Commodores will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Silva. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no...
Touchdown Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
The Commodores will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Silva. Works the middle of the field. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The short hands, it's Ball. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Looking to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Back to pass. Soft spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Commodores in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Silva. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down, 1st down, 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ball. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The give on the inside. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch at the 20.
Oh, that is a sensational individual effort. Did you see how he dove and completely stretched out? The fact that he was able to reel that in is just unbelievable. I don't even think the head coach or quarterback can believe he was able to make that diving catch.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Powers through the defender. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
He wants it all. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Now on 2nd and goal. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed. And the Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Silva. Working that left side now. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The offense comes out 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Wants to throw it. The quick out. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the 1st overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Silva. Right on the money. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Nice move there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking for room, it's Daniels. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Scanning the field, it's Silva. Finds his man, it's Presley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it tackle.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. He splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Lewis. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Working on the right. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. With the catch, it's Ball. Breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 35, he's open. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The give to the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense.
Turning it on! And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He leaves it with his back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. It's complete on the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the...
I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party win. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go.